Thanks, guys. Let's get to know each other. I'll start. I'll finish. I'm Mexican. Well, my parts are from Mexico, but I was assembled in the U.S., so I'm like a Dell computer or Mazda transmission, you know? My parents are from Mexico. I grew up here. I'm born and raised, so I'm all about American pop culture, right? Like, growing up, my favorite rapper was LL Cool J. Or A.A. Cool J, as my family called him. Thank you. I grew up here, so I'm pretty Americanized, pretty whitewashed, I guess you could say. I don't know. Whatever. I guess I've done some white things. Like, honestly, the whitest thing I ever did was, in college, I studied for a semester abroad in Mexico. That was the whitest thing I ever did. Just want to learn about the culture, you know? See what they're all about. I realized recently, though, that I grew up poor. Like, I didn't know that, like, you know, as a kid, you have no idea, you don't know what money is, right? You have no concept of, like, rich and poor. Like, you see a mattress in the street, you're like, awesome, a trampoline, and you jump on it. You're not like, oh, this is a bad neighborhood, right? This is how I figured it out. I realized growing up, my family, we never had bread with the structural integrity to support the spreading of peanut butter. You know what I'm talking about? Just that really shitty bread where you just tried to spread the peanut butter and just rolled up with the peanut butter. So you have all the sandwich on one side and just like a crust handle on the other side. Just like a handbag of a sandwich. And it's like, oh, the density of your bread is directly proportional to how much money you have. I get it now. Right? Because we had that styrofoam thin crust with like brown, wispy, cotton candy filling bread. And then on the opposite end of the spectrum, you had bagels, which are dense as fuck, right? And we all know he eats bagels, right? I'll give you some clues. It rhymes with clues. You guys, yeah. Chosen. I don't know, it's not obvious when people see me that I was like, that I'm a poor Mexican, like, because here's the funny thing, I used to have super long hair, so for the longest time, everyone thought I was a poor Native American. Which I could kind of see, right, because I had the long hair, I have these really high cheekbones. That and my last name is Nava, which is just a hoe away from being a tribe, you know? So I was like, Navajo, right? No, I've been Albuquerque. I was at a bar once, and this woman runs up to me, super excited. She goes, excuse me, but are you Native American? And I say, oh, no, I'm not, sorry. She goes, oh, okay, then are you gay? Really? Are those my only two options? Gay or Native American? I went home and I told my sister, and she's like, oh, that sucks, I feel sorry for you. I said, don't feel sorry for me, feel sorry for all the Native Americans who apparently look like gay Mexicans. Can you imagine this woman road tripping through Oklahoma, just like, oh my God, it is like Pride year round here. Look at all these gay Mexicans. Orgullo, as they call it. You know what sucks about being a minority, aside from all the things you already know, is Halloween sucks for us. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but when you're not white, you gotta dress like someone you look like. Right? So perfect example, one year when I had the long hair, I decided to dress like Tarzan, right? Showed up at the Halloween party, people were like, oh cool, you dressed like Mowgli from the Jungle Book. No, I didn't. The king of the jungle, not the bareness, whatever. So I, my bad, right? Same outfit, just one's like a sepia filter version of the other. So the next year, I decided to dress like someone so unmistakable, you couldn't confuse him for anyone, right? Michael Jackson, king of pop. Showed up at the party, people were like, oh, cool, you're just like a Mexican Michael Jackson. No, just regular type. So the next year, I boycotted, didn't even dress up. Showed up at the party, people were like, oh, cool, you're just like that Slumdog Millionaire from like 5 years ago. True Halloween. I figured out the trend now, though. The trend for Halloween now is you dress like a sexy fill-in-the-blank, right, ladies? Dress like a sexy witch, or a sexy flight attendant, or a sexy Mother Teresa, like whatever, just make it sexy. So this year for Halloween, I'm gonna dress like a sexy Bruce Lee, right? It's basically just a regular Bruce Lee, except for on the small of my back, I'm gonna have a tramp stamp. gonna say, enter the dragon. Thank you, guys.
All right, give it up for Omar and everyone else you've seen so far.